glycation end products. These glycation, this is where sugar molecules attach to proteins, change the shape, damage the molecule, and the molecule, the protein, can't do its job like it should. And what happens is this is going to damage your collagen and the elastic effect on your skin, and it's going to lead to premature wrinkles, aging. Okay, so sugar has a major effect on the health and structure of your skin. The pancreas. So your pancreas is the organ that makes insulin, but it also makes digestive enzymes. So pancreatic enzymes. So if your body is always looking for insulin from your pancreas, it's going to reduce the amount of enzymes that it can produce for your digestive system. And these enzymes from your digestive system help with absorption of nutrients. They change the food to an alkaline base, and so in the small intestine, for absorption, the food needs an alkaline or a base pH. Okay, but if your body is producing high levels of insulin, it might not be able to produce the optimum amount of pancreatic enzymes, and what happens is your pancreas becomes overworked. Digestion doesn't occur like it should, and it's going to compromise your digestive function. Okay. Your kidneys. So your kidneys clean waste from your body, and if you've got prolonged high blood sugar levels, this can damage your kidneys. It can affect the quality of the filtering that your kidneys are doing, and what ends up happening is your kidneys then filter out nutrients that they're not meant to filter out. Okay. And then your body's going to become deficient in nutrients because your body's excreting them when it shouldn't be. So controlling your blood sugar helps lessen the risk of getting any kidney disease. It can also help slow down or even stop kidney disease from getting worse. Your eyes, your kidneys, and your livers do not have insulin receptors. So your body can't control the amount of sugar that hits any of these guys. That's why in diabetics, their eyes, their kidneys, and their liver are under a lot of pressure because the body can't control how much sugar is hitting them. Your sexual health. So when it comes to date night, men, skip that dessert. So high blood sugar levels have been linked to impotence. Okay? So to get an erection, essentially, it's all about blood flow. So if your blood flow is inhibited anywhere, it's going to affect if you can get an erection and how long you can hold one for. But I don't have a sweet tooth. Okay, a lot of people say, no, I'm savory, I don't have a sweet tooth. But if you crave chips, crisps, bagels, chocolate, crackers, pasta, breakfast cereal, granola, these are all essentially very high in sugar and break down pretty quickly into sugar. They're all high GI. So yes, they may be starchy foods, but they break down quickly into sugar, and essentially, yes, you do have a sweet tooth. So what you're trying to do is retrain your taste buds. Okay? So just try and do the approach where you're gonna, some people can go all or nothing, but some people need like someone to hold their hand and be like, oh, maybe you shouldn't have dessert tonight. Or maybe you should have a piece of fruit. Or maybe you should trade out that chocolate bar for a piece of fruit. Or like dilute down your favorite sugary drink with some carbonated water. Okay? You're just looking to come up with little ways to reduce your sugar intake. You only have a certain amount of willpower and motivation, and it'll get you like past three days maybe, and then after that you'll just fall back into your same habits. So don't push it on willpower and motivation. Just try and make small steps and feel better. So just to be aware that sugar is sugar, but it also has different names. So you got your agave, nectar, brown rice syrup, dextrose, evaporated cane sugar, glucose, high fructose corn syrup, lactose, which is found in milk, malt syrup, molasses, sucrose. There is a lot more, but there's some of them. But like, don't always just think that if you get it honey that it's healthy. It's still essentially sugar. Okay, so cane sugar is still cane sugar. It's still sugar. It's your healthier version. Yes, it's not going to be GMO or modified, but it's still a sugar. So look for hidden sugars in ketchup, barbecue sauce, pasta sauces, reduced fats, salad dressings, especially baked beans, and just have a look when you're doing your grocery shopping that, like, when a food goes into your shopping cart, your shopping trolley, that it's not high in sugar. Okay, if it's at home, you tend to eat it. If it doesn't even get into your shopping trolley, your shopping cart, you're not going to be able to eat it because you won't have it at home. So protein. So all the macronutrients, so your proteins, your fats, your carbs, protein takes the longest to digest. It can take up to 6 hours to digest. And the longer the food stays in your stomach, the fuller you feel. This is why protein is key, because protein stays in your stomach the longest. You'll feel fuller. You won't need to snack. And protein also doesn't have the ability to spike your blood sugar. There's no sugar in it. So always look to eat protein with each meal or a snack, as it helps to keep your blood sugars balanced. Fiber again fills you up. It occupies space and contains nutrients and takes time to be digested. And fiber doesn't spike your blood sugar levels. So choose fruit, vegetables, and whole grains. Movement. Motion changes emotion and helps to reduce your cravings. Get moving. Okay? The more you move, the more energy you expend, the more sugar you're pulling out of your blood automatically. Okay, movement is key. We need to take at least 10,000 steps a day. Anything under that, and you're classified as sedentary. Okay, exercise, doing a class at the gym, going for a walk with a buddy, anything. Just get moving. How to reduce your blood sugar levels? Your diet should be based around lean proteins, fruit, vegetables, whole grains, omega-3 fats, nuts, and seeds. Okay. Reduce your refined food intake. If it looks like a man in a white coat took it apart and put it back together again, I would suggest trying to avoid it. Drink more water. Sometimes we aren't actually hungry, we're just thirsty. If your urine looks like apple juice, you are thirsty. Okay? Urine should never be clear. It should always have a little bit of a tint of yellow, but you do not want it to look like apple juice. Reduce alcohol and sugary drinks. Get more active. Movement makes your body more sensitive to insulin. And the more effectively your insulin is working, the less you need of it, the less pressure on your pancreas, the better digestion is going to work. Reduce your weight to reduce the amount of inflammation produced by fat cells. Okay, so fat cells produce inflammation, and inflammation is the basis of chronic diseases. That's what we're always looking to rule out. Deal with stress in your life or in your own head, because that's where stress generally lives. Own your shit and don't let stress linger in your mind. Okay, stress can have an impact on digestion, stress can have an impact on your blood sugar levels. So how does your body receive a sugar spike? So food, high GI, spikes your blood sugar. Then stress can initiate your fight or flight response. It's going to affect your adrenals, your cortisol, your glucagon, your glucose, increase sugar, increase insulin, fat storage. So I'm going to explain that. So when we're stressed, your body dumps excess glucose into your bloodstream. And it does this so that you can run away or you can fight. So that your heart can pump a little faster, so that your legs can run a little bit faster, so that your pupils dilate so you can see what's going on, okay? But what happens is, these days, when we're in our flight or fright response, we're sitting in our car, we're sitting at our desk, we're sitting on our sofa. And what happens is, the body will turn on, that flight or fight response turns on, your adrenal glands start pumping out cortisol, which then increases your liver to produce glycogen, which is stored glucose. This glucose ends up in your bloodstream. Increased sugar, and your body's sitting there going, I don't need this sugar. It's floating around my bloodstream. I'm not running anywhere. What am I going to do? So your body releases that insulin. You've been sitting on the sofa. You haven't used up any energy, and you end up storing more fat. Okay, this is where stress and perceived stress come into fat storage. Okay. So you'll get a spike from high GI foods, from stress, and coffee and stimulants can also affect blood sugar levels. So how do you balance your blood sugar levels? Eat every 2 to 3 hours. Eat slow-releasing carbohydrates. Eat fat and protein with each meal to release the rate of which sugars are broken down. Eat a breakfast that contains fat and protein. Don't drink your calories. Eat 25 to 40 grams of fiber daily, and I suggest taking out a pen and a piece of paper and figuring this out. Eat foods from the legume family like beans, peas, lentils, chickpeas, as they can blunt the insulin response. Try and retrain your taste buds. Start slowly, but work towards